Afternoon, everyone. Welcome to our pre-match press conference to preview our game against Newcastle United. We'll start off with Alan at Sky.
Hi David, can we start with team news, because obviously you've lost a couple at least, I think, from Monday night. How are you looking?
Yeah, well, obviously we've got Seamus has got a small injury. We don't think it's too bad, but he just felt his hamstring early in the game, which was really disappointing from his point of view and ours. And obviously we lost Idrissa Gana Gueye with the red card. So yeah, got a couple missing from where we were, but I don't think there's any other changes. No, Jared's still on the way back, and Pato as well.
We all enjoyed Guy Keane 2 yesterday on the internet. Clearly that's all in the past now and sorted out.
Yeah, it was over. It was over immediately. Immediately it was done. That was it. So we moved on quite quickly, and it was all sorted within the dressing room.
Yeah, but as you said it on the night, I think the passion that you could see there from your players must be pleasing for you.
Yeah, we do. We want passion. We don't always want it in the style it showed up on Monday night, but we certainly want that passion and that commitment from all the players.
And what does that result at Old Trafford give you going in, other than that 3 points going into Newcastle?
Well, I think more importantly, with the league position's been really tight. It was a difficult away game for us. To pick up 3 important points was really important for us. We've wanted our away form to pick up, and I thought that was certainly a great way to get it going. So I think it was the points more than anything. It was just 3 really important points. I understand that winning a game with 10 men, a lot can be talked about it, but from my point of view, I came away and thinking what a terrific 3 points, and important, especially with the way the league table is.
Thank you.
Thanks, Al. We'll go to Simon at Premier League Productions.
Yeah, Newcastle not in their greatest run of form, certainly away from home at the moment. What sort of a test are you expecting?
Well, I think Newcastle are a really good team. I think they have been for 3 years. I think they've been in the Champions League now, 2 out of 3 years. I think they're doing remarkably well to what they've done, and I know that they've got ownership, and they've maybe got the funds to do so, but you still have to be able to do it, and I think they've done a great job at Newcastle. So no, it's a tough game. I think Newcastle's a tough game. I think it's a tough game for them. Do you see their performance against Manchester City last week, how well they've done to get a win there? So it'll not be an easy game.
2 of the most fouled the 2 most fouled players in the Premier League, in Jack Grealish and Bruno Guimaraes for this one as well. Jack, the most fouled, it won't surprise you to know. As someone who was tough but fair, quickly in that one. Is sometimes, as a defender, is that the only way you can stop players with such a high level of skill?
Well, I think from Jack's point of view, I hear a lot talked about him, but no, Jack gets fouled. He doesn't win them. I heard somebody say no, he's winning free kicks. Well, I'm thinking how ridiculous that is. He doesn't plan to go out and win free kicks. He plans to go out and stay in the ball. And if you get fouled in, that's the case. I think it's an art that boys who can protect the ball and make it difficult for defenders to take it off them. Bruno Guimaraes sounds as if he's very much the same with how he plays as well. So maybe the ball won't be in action too much with those 2 players who are the most foul players. But he's a good player, Guimaraes, as well, I have to say.
Would you have liked to have played against Jack Hall?
No, because they're really good at protecting the ball, and they can do it. No, definitely. I'd have probably had to leave a bit on him early and see if that worked. I think that'd have been see if it worked, But those days have well gone now, haven't they?
Just finally, for me, this is one that I know Jordan Henderson needs no geeing up for, but he seems to save his best performances for games against the team that he would say wasn't his most favourite as a kid.
Jordan Henderson doesn't play in goal, does he?
Jordan Henderson.
Sorry, Simon. Jordan Pickford's look. I don't think he needs any. He doesn't need talked up Jordan because of how well he played in midweek against Manchester United. It showed his capabilities and what he's good at. I keep always every press conference say it drives me mad at times with bits he's kicking and me and him are waving our arms at each other. But the truth is he's some goalkeeper.
And no report thoughts on Jordan Henderson's signing?
Jordan Henderson's decided to play in midfield instead of in goal.
Thanks, Simon. We'll go to Julia at Radio Merseyside.
Just some more Jack Grealish stats for you. He's topping the list for the most assists against Newcastle, currently the highest against any club, and also joint top for the assists in the Premier League right now. Given his talent, though, do you still expect him to go to another level here?
I do, yeah. I'd be lying if I said, I'm completely happy. I want him to score more goals, actually. I need him to come up with more goals. If he keeps doing the assists, then it's okay. But I think goals are still the bigger thing more than assists. But I think we've been really pleased with him. He's helped us. He made a huge contribution to the team. He's probably played more games this year than he's already played, maybe in the last year, or certainly in maybe the last couple of years, for all I know. But he's done well physically. He's coming on. But we want to keep him top of him. We want to keep him in the best condition.
Fulham and Man United wins. You also kept clean sheets back to back. Do you take as much pride in that as you do the back to back victories?
Absolutely. I think that it's something which here at the club we've had quite regular. Jordan, Tarky, Jared, Keno. I think they would all take pride in making sure that they don't give away goals. I was listening to a couple of managers talking, and people saying, look, ultimately if you don't concede any goals, then it gives you a chance of winning. That's what happened to us the other night. As long as we could keep a nil, then we had a great chance of winning. It's happened here recently. Last season, when I came in, I felt that if we could keep clean sheets, then it would be really important to stay up. And look, it hasn't changed. If you keep a clean sheet, then you can always nick a goal, possibly.
I assume there was no plan to ever appeal the red card from Monday. And also, how light does this leave you in the midfield? Are you slightly concerned about those numbers now? Because Idrissa was going off to AFCON anyway, but it looks like he might not even feature now ahead of that.
Mm-hmm. Well, we have appealed it, and our appeal was turned down. We haven't been given any reason why it was turned down, but we did appeal it immediately.
And are you light in midfield now?
Yeah, we are. No, Merlin having an operation's made us light. So we are quite short, but we've got other people who can play in there. Charlie Alcaraz, Dwight McNeil if we need to as well. I think those players can do the job in there if required as well. But overall, the sort of the four midfield players which we had, we're just beginning to. Merlin probably not going to be back maybe till start of January. And obviously Idrissa's injury keeps us pretty short in that area.
And finally from me, is there an option then for Harrison Armstrong to come back, or is that loan, are you happy with him staying there? Because he is playing and he seems to be doing well. He's getting some really good reviews at Preston.
He is. I'm really happy how Harrison's doing. He's coming on great. I think Preston would be hugely disappointed if we took him back. But he's also got an injury at the moment as well. He's been out of the last few games with an injury at Preston. But hopefully he's due back very shortly. We'll consider it in January. But at the moment, I think him getting the games at the age he's at and where he's performing in Preston, hopefully will have a really good chance of making the playoffs. And I think for him it would be a good level to be playing at.
Thank you. Good luck.
Thanks, Julia. Any further questions in the open section before we move on?